Have you ever felt like your body is quietly sending you signals, not through test results or prescriptions, but in the simple, ordinary things you still do? Like your spirit's way of whispering, "You've still got it." Because let's be honest, as we get older, we don't just want more years. We want more life in our years. We want to stay sharp, stay strong, and stay connected to the world around us. So let's play a little game. I'm going to share 7 small but powerful signs. If you can still do at least 5 of them, chances are you're not just aging well. You're thriving, and if even one of these sounds like you, drop a comment below that says, "Still got it. I read every single one, and trust me, you're not alone on this journey." All right, let's start with something small, but quietly powerful. A habit you probably don't even notice until one day it matters. You still remember where you put your keys, or your phone, or your glasses, at least most of the time. And when you do misplace them, you're able to retrace your steps and find them within a few minutes, without tearing the whole house apart. Now, why does that matter? Because that simple act of, where did I leave it? And then backtracking through your own day is actually a mini mental workout. It means your short-term memory, spatial awareness, and problem-solving skills are still clicking. You're not just remembering, you're processing. You're staying mentally engaged. And that's a big deal. See, occasional forgetfulness is totally normal. We all have those senior moments. Even folks in their 30s do. But if you're still quick to spot your slip-ups and solve them on your own, it's a clear sign your brain is agile, alert, and in solid shape. Here's something that helps. Try what I call the one-spot rule. Pick one place, just one, where your keys, wallet, or glasses go every time. A basket by the door, a dish on the counter, whatever works for you. Make it a habit, and you'll find you're misplacing things a lot less often. It's a small trick, but it trains your brain to create order. That's the kind of routine that supports long-term memory. So the next time you catch yourself grabbing your keys from the exact spot you left them without even thinking about it, that's not just convenience. That's a sign your mind is still firing strong. Here's another sign that speaks louder than people realize. You can still handle difficult people without blowing a fuse. Let's be real. Life doesn't get less annoying as we get older. In fact, it sometimes feels like the world is full of folks just waiting to test your patience. Maybe it's that neighbor who never has anything nice to say, or the relative who always brings up politics at the worst possible moment, or the guy in line who acts like he owns the store. But if you can still take a deep breath, smile politely, and walk away with your peace intact, that says a whole lot about you. It means your emotional regulation is still working. Your stress response hasn't taken over the steering wheel. That's not just wisdom, that's health. See, people with strong emotional control tend to have lower blood pressure, better heart health, and longer lives. It's not just about avoiding drama. It's about choosing your energy wisely, and if you've mastered the art of saying, "Not my circus, not my monkeys," then trust me, you're winning. Now let's talk about one of the most underrated signs of a long, vibrant life. You can still dance. I don't mean spinning circles in the living room or doing the 2-step at a wedding, though if you can, that's fantastic. I'm talking about even the smallest movement, a little shoulder roll when the radio's on, a foot tapping under the table when your favorite song comes on, or swaying in your chair without even realizing it. That tiny instinct to move with rhythm, that's your brain and body still working together in perfect harmony. Dancing, any kind of movement to music, has been shown to improve balance, coordination, brain function, and even mood. It lights up more areas of your brain than almost any other activity. That's powerful stuff. And it's not about performance. It's about presence. It's about joy. People who keep dancing as they age tend to stay sharper, more mobile, and more emotionally resilient. So go ahead, turn on a song that brings you back. Let yourself move, even just a little. If your body still wants to dance, it's a sign you're still fully alive. Here's a sign that doesn't get nearly enough credit. You can still make a stranger laugh. And I'm not talking about being a stand-up comic or cracking one-liners. Non-stop. I mean those small, spontaneous moments when you say something clever to the cashier, make a joke in the waiting room, or drop a funny comment that gets a smile from someone you just met. If you can still do that, your brain is firing. On multiple levels. Humor isn't just about being funny, it's about timing, empathy, social awareness, and quick thinking. It means your mind is sharp, your heart is open, and you haven't lost that spark that connects people instantly. And let's face it, in a world that often feels tense or disconnected, making someone laugh is like lighting a little fire in the dark. It creates warmth, it builds bridges, and it feels good for both of you. So the next time you get someone to laugh, really laugh, take that as a win. It's not just a nice moment. It's proof that your personality, your mind, and your connection to others are still very much alive. So let me ask you, how many of these have you still got in your back pocket? Have you made someone laugh this week? Moved to a song without even thinking? Found your keys without tearing the place apart? If even one of these signs made you smile or think, I want to hear about it, drop a comment below and tell me which one still rings true for you. I read every single one, and trust me, you're not alone on this journey. We've covered 4 signs so far, but the next 3, they go even deeper. One of them has nothing to do with memory or movement, and everything to do with the kind of connection that keeps your spirit alive. Let's keep going. Here's one you might not expect, but it says more about your mind than you think. You still remember what things used to cost. Gas for under $1. A movie ticket that came with change for snacks. A loaf of bread for less than $1. You don't just remember the prices. You remember how it felt, who you were with, what life looked like back then. That's long-term memory at work, and it's a big deal. The ability to recall not just facts, but the emotion and context tied to them means your brain's memory centers are still strong. Specifically, it shows your hippocampus, the part of your brain tied to memory and orientation, is still healthy and active. It's not just about nostalgia. Studies show that people who engage in memory recall, especially with emotional detail, tend to have better cognitive resilience as they age. So the next time someone teases you for saying, back when gas was 89 cents, smile and say it anyway. That memory isn't just a story. It's a signal that your mind still holds the richness of your life. This next one might sound simple, but it's one of the strongest indicators of how well your body's holding up. You can still get up from the floor without needing a hand, a chair, or a whole strategic plan. Think about it. Getting down is easy, but getting back up, that's a full body test. When you rise from the floor on your own, you're using core strength, balance, flexibility, and coordination all at once. And here's the kicker. Studies show that people who can do this without assistance tend to live longer, healthier, and more independent lives. It's called the sit-to-stand test in the medical world, and doctors use it as a real marker of functional fitness. Can't quite do it yet? That's okay. What matters is that you keep trying. Start small. Sit on a cushion or kneel and build from there. Improvement is progress, but if you can still push yourself up without groaning or grabbing furniture, give yourself some credit. It's not just a physical move. It's a clear sign your body is still strong, responsive, and on your side. Here's the final sign, and it might be the most powerful of all. You can still make new friends. Now, this isn't about hosting big parties or having 100 people in your contacts list. It's about your willingness to connect, to open up, to say hello to someone new and let a relationship grow, even in the smallest way. You see, social connection isn't just a feel-good bonus. It's one of the strongest predictors of a longer, healthier life. Research has shown that loneliness can be more dangerous than smoking or obesity. But people who maintain strong relationships, and especially those who are open to making new ones, tend to live longer, feel happier, and recover from illness faster. And let's be honest, making friends as an adult takes courage. It means staying curious. It means keeping your heart open. If you're still interested in meeting people, sharing stories, listening and being heard, that's not just social skill. That's emotional resilience. So whether it's striking up a conversation at the coffee shop or calling someone you haven't talked to in years, remember this: every new connection is proof that you're still growing, still giving, and still very much alive. So now that we've walked through all 7 signs, let me ask you, how many of them still show up in your life? Can you find your keys without a scavenger hunt? Stay calm around difficult people? Do you still tap your foot to a good tune? Or spark a smile from someone you just met? If you recognized 5 or more of these signs in yourself, you're not just doing okay. You're doing great. You're still sharp, still engaged, still in the game. And even if you only related to 2 or 3, that doesn't mean you're behind. It just means you've got room to grow and that you're paying attention. That awareness alone puts you ahead. Because aging well isn't about pretending to be 25 again. It's about holding on to the things that matter: movement, memory, connection, joy. It's about showing up for your life in small, meaningful ways every single day. These signs we talked about, they're more than habits. They're lifelines. So let me hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me which sign hit home for you. Which one made you smile? Which one are you going to work on? And if you're feeling inspired, hit that like button and subscribe for more videos just like this. You're not finished, you're not fading, you're just getting better at being you. Keep going. You've still got it.